Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our second masterclass of today. We are so excited to talk to you about the holy grail of anti-aging skincare. So this is going to be the step up from your regular regimen and tips and tricks and things that you can use for clinical results. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, the famous Dr. Gross.
Hi, guys. Dennis. It is. Yeah. So here's the deal. What my thinking to this show is, there are things I do in my office in dermatology, Manhattan, Fifth Avenue. I see a lot of people. They are demanding. They want results. They want results now. They want state of the art. Okay. So here's the state of the art story about this is that there are devices that we're going to talk about that really can give you results at home, like I'm giving my patients. And that was the standard that we decided had to be the case in order to release these products. Renee is great. She is so smart and beautiful, knows her skin, and she knows what you guys want. So Renee, please.
All right, so we're gonna get started. So the first device, well, first of all, actually it's 5 o'clock. So to me, that means it's cocktail hour. I have my What'd you get from Carrie? What do you have?
Okay, I made apple cider with Myers lemon and water.
That's not what I'm drinking after this show.
But how good is it?
It's so good.
Thank you, wife.
Thank you, wife.
So good. Oh, cheers. Cheers to Carrie.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay. So the first step that we're going to talk about is cleansing, because I'm going to want to cleanse my face. Actually, I can steam and cleanse. So you want to we'll do the steamer.
Can you just like run through like what you're showing me today?
Yeah. Okay. So, first, the main thing I want to mention to all of you guys is after this class and during this class, if you see products you like and things that you want, you can use the code MC25 to receive 25% off of literally everything on our website, which is crazy. So feel free, MC25. Okay, so this is our steamer. I don't know if you can all see it. I'm first going to show you before I even turn it on. It comes with a cartridge, and you're going to want to fill it up to the little line with water. Super easy to do. Pop it back in and flip it on. And it usually takes a couple seconds to warm up and start steaming. So, Dr. Gross, why is it important to steam, and why should people be incorporating this in their regimen?
Right. Okay, let me explain something to you. So people come to my practice and we do facials there. We do steaming there, okay? The thing about steaming is that it is a natural way to hydrate your skin, right? Because the water that's being pushed into your skin via this steamer is going to plump your skin. It's going to make this beautiful radiance, and it's going to help decongest your pores. So what I've done here is I've created a portable professional steamer. The pressure and the temperature of that steam that we're having a very good look at right now, Renee, is really something that has been calibrated. Scientifically, there's different variables you need to accomplish in a steamer to make it really great and have absolutely no negatives, okay? The pressure and the temperature are so key because they don't get your skin red, and they don't actually cause any blood vessels to break. Like that be photobombing. See that? I'm trying to be serious and talk science. I'm all focused.
And then
she comes in with a freaking steamer.
And I'm steaming a little bit just to up my makeup. Actually,
you know what? That's good, because I don't want to be too serious, and I think that's what the purpose is. Because I'm getting very professorial. Get out of here.
I'm just giving you a little anti-aging steam.
All right. I don't want to talk like this. Guys, I want to be serious for a minute. I want to talk to you. Listen, steaming is something that you got to get the right pressure and you got to get the right temperature. The temperature has to be within a certain range. Obviously, it has to be warm. Too hot, not great. Pressure has to come at you at a constant force, okay? And the problem I was finding was with a lot of products out there that they were so hot right? Renee, how would you describe the temperature?
Oh my goodness. First of all, not only is the temperature not extremely hot, but it's really relaxing, super soothing.
Yeah.
I'm taking off all my gross makeup right now while
The
I
other thing is that when you look at what you can also go close in or stay far off. Okay. I wanted people to be able to get right in there because you know where you feel you want it more. You know how long you want it a little more intense. You know you like to rotate a little bit while you're getting close up and close to it. And then as time goes on, you back away. You get your skin calm down, cool down, go in again. Okay. That is the best way to use a steamer. Now, sometimes people love to just put it, it's portable. So they put it next to the bed and it's not, there's nothing dripping here. This is the opposite of sticking your head under, like over a pot of water, right? Hot water boiling. I've heard this. Super hot, pressure's no good. The temperature is so off. It also is something you can't stand, right? How long are you gonna really stay over that? This is 9 minutes, okay? I wanna keep it portable so I can make it easy for you to use. You can steam once a day. You can steam twice a day if you want. And it's something that after 9 minutes shuts off, okay? I think that's really key. And the fact that you can use it anywhere.
Exactly. And I personally think that it's super relaxing. So that helps too. Someone in the chat was asking about if it helps with sinuses. It does. But I just want all of you to know that we're going to get through the regimen about devices and, you know, the holy grail of anti-aging skincare. And then we're going to have a Q&A session at the end so that you guys can really ask your questions and Dr. Groth can have time to fully answer. So again, and that code I see you guys asking, again, it is MC25 for 25% off everything.
Okay.
So one,
okay. But as you're using, okay, sorry, Renee, go ahead. Sorry, you go and I'll go.
Okay. As you're steaming too, you definitely want to cleanse your face. And we've got 2 cleansers, the all-in-one cleanser and also the alpha beta pore perfecting cleanser, which we talked about on our earlier class. So if you can just explain really quickly the difference between the 2 cleansers.
Okay. So in the earlier show, where we start the earlier show with how to cleanse. You know, this is more about advanced stuff. By the way, if you want to see that, you can go, it's on tape, right? It's available for them to see.
Yep. Yep. And you can actually, if you missed the earlier masterclass and you want to watch about how to build your skincare regimen, you can actually go right on our DG skincare website. And in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a little orange icon. You can click that, chat with customer service and ask them for the link and they'll send you the recording.
Okay, cool. So just that orange button. Okay, cool. Okay. So I just want to say, look, steaming here is something that people don't have the time or necessarily the resources to get a facial on a regular basis, right? And I have come to conclude that's a bit of a shame because everybody watching the show obviously wants the best for their skin, and they also really care about doing things that enhance beauty. What I love about steaming is that this is the ultimate natural way to hydrate your skin, to decongest your pores, to give you some removal of that dead skin layer and reveal younger skin cells, younger epidermis cells, right? You get that? So that your skin gets great results. To wait to do a facial once a month, to me, was an underusage of this amazing technology. So this is an at-home portable device, and it's something that is on a miniature version, right, compared to what you would get in my practice. And this is something that I believe in.
Do you want to know something funny? I actually, every time I travel with this too, because it's exactly the same size as one of my shoes. So it's actually not that big and it fits perfect in my suitcase.
It's funny.
So now that I've cleansed and I've steamed, and again, I use the steamer probably 2 to 3 times a week. I can really feel it and see it in my skin if I don't. Yeah. But now that I've removed my makeup and I'm pretty much done steaming, next.
You want to talk about cleansers? Because I forgot to.
Yeah. So all in one for gentle. Yeah. Just tell them the difference between
2 different things, basic differences, right? Foaming or non-foaming. Key question you have to answer for yourself. They're both phenomenal. They both remove makeup. They both have a built-in toner. Do not use an extra toner or an astringent. If you're going to use these cleansers, it's built in for you. And certainly they're not mechanical scrubs. I don't like those. And what they're going to do is they both remove makeup. You should know that. The toner and the all-in-one is witch hazel. It's natural. I like it. Right percentage. Does just the right toning for me. The alpha beta cleanser has alpha and beta hydroxy acids. It's called a pore perfecting cleanser because it really does have a benefit to go after your pores. Speaking of which, that steamer, same deal. Pores Deluxe. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so the next step when it comes to holy grail of anti-aging and incorporating something from, you know, in a more intense version than your daily routine is our Ferulic and Retinol peel. But
Right.
I actually did this last night on Instagram Live. And also in the first class, I did the resurfacing liquid peel. So I'm going to use our Ultra Gentle. But Dr. Gross, can you speak to the Ferulic and Retinol Wrinkle Recovery Peel and also why it's only one step?
Yep.
And how this is going to intensify our regimen?
Okay. So I think peels are really a fantastic way to improve your skin. You know, I'm a believer, right? I invented the alpha beta peel. You know, it really has proven its point.
You're a big deal.
But the other thing about retinol peels, why another peel? Retinol is an amazing ingredient to improve surface imperfections and increase cell turnover, right? You've heard that term before. Quickly, what that means is the epidermis is lots of layers of cells. Actually, it looks like layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, okay? It looks like layered. When you use retinol, first of all, it was a little too harsh. Didn't like it. So I combined it with ferulic acid. The one thing about retinol, as great as it is, it's not an antioxidant. Antioxidants help curtail the redness and the irritation and all those harsh things that people were hearing about. Didn't like that. My belief is always keep the skin in balance, never make it red, never see peeling, right? Everything is microscopic peeling. On the pads, they go. Nothing else. Instant radiance and not any kind of redness. That's how I do it. This is a peel that's retinol and ferulic. Gentle. You use it only once or twice a week, okay? That's why this is more of the pro conversation we're having here. This is a way to boost the effects of your daily peel and what we talked about is the liquid resurfacing peel. We have two different types of peels. Both are alpha and beta hydroxy acid peels. The alpha beta peel done daily, except you can also use the resurfacing liquid peel, 2 different bottles like I do in my office. You're stepping up your alpha betas with that product. Now you're stepping up your peels in general with the retinol peel. Retinol increases cell turnover. It creates a motion of the skin cells from the bottom up and helps that rhythm of the skin increase. That is such a great way to firm the skin. Retinol is an amazing benefit on hyperpigmentation. I won't go through the chemistry, but melanin, that pigment, has a pathway, right? Synthetic pathway. Train car number 1, train car number 2, train car number 3. Here comes your retinol. And here comes your melanin, right? Retinol interrupts the pathway. It prevents a lot of the problems of hyperpigmentation. A brilliant ingredient, made gentle, once a week. Why not 2 steps? Because it's not an acid, right? It's not alpha and beta hydroxy acids. Then you must have a second step. Otherwise, no peel's 1 step. No peel has 2 steps in 1. That's water, okay? And if it only has 1 step, that's a strong exfoliator. You're not getting the benefit of a second step, which is the magic of the alpha beta peel and the liquid resurfacing peel. Love retinol in a peel. Boost your alpha beta once or twice a week. Renee.
Okay. So now that I've peeled my face, just so all of you know, the next thing that we're going to talk about is probably going to be the highlight of the show. And it's something that you do not use after you do sake.
I love sake. You know what? Lots of times my voice gets hoarse. And so the hot sake for me, it's a soothing, astringent-like feeling in the back of my throat. And so I have a little sake, and I love talking science. I'm with my
He's
people.
on a sake kick.
Okay, he's on a sake kick. I stay on my Pinot Grigio kick all year long. So
cheers, guys. I love sake.
cheers. There's the next topic, Saki. Okay, so just so you all know, the next thing that we're going to talk about, you cannot do after the Ferulic retinol peel, but you can do the peel if you want. This, Dr. Gross, this is the most, in my mind, the most genius thing that he's ever invented, because this literally has changed the game in results that you can get at home from an actual medical device.
Right.
So there are 3 settings, Carrie. There are 3 settings to this device. There's the red light, the blue light, and the 3rd setting is red and blue, which is what I'm going to use. I'm going to
the color didn't come out right on the camera, obviously, but yes, red, blue, and both. Push the button. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to put this on now, and then Dr. Gross is going to talk to you about what LED actually does and what red and blue light do for the skin.
Okay.
I put this on for my 3 minutes.
She's actually playing hockey now. So look. Okay, first of all, back to why I like LED and why I felt this was another device to bring to people at home. LED in my practice, I will tell you, so popular for anti-aging and complexion. You have a device that will bring you science that otherwise literally takes a doctor's appointment to get, okay? LED is an ingredient, folks. You might not think of it as the same thing as vitamin C because you can't touch it, you can't feel it. It's not a moisturizer, right? It's invisible. It works through receptors in the skin, and it works on the same receptors that act and participate with all other ingredients. In other words, vitamin C has a receptor, retinol has a receptor, right? That's the gateway for those ingredients to come inside the skin cells. The skin doesn't want to let everything in, and things that don't get in don't work, right? So you need a receptor. The skin has receptors for LED. It thinks of it as an ingredient, okay? How crazy. And the more ingredients you use, the more different ways you work with that skin cell, the better the results. Synergy, okay? 1 + 1 = 3. Okay, so here's the deal. This is something you put on 3 minutes a day, and it works your collagen, and it works on your complexion.
So quick question. So the one thing I want to focus on too, everybody, this is FDA cleared, approved, everything, so that people are asking if it's safe to keep your eyes open or closed. It's completely safe. So I just want you to talk a little bit about the stimulation of collagen. You can talk a little bit about the difference between red and blue.
Got it.
Okay. Then,
good. Yeah. So there's 2 different settings. The red light is as LED red. That has been FDA cleared. In other words, we presented data, they looked at the legitimacy of the product, and they cleared it, okay? So I am coming to you with the law of the land, allowing me to say to you that this stimulates collagen. It builds collagen. That is the holy grail of anti-aging, because as you get older, you lose your collagen. Collagen are the structural fibers in skin that give skin its thickness, its firmness. It's what gives your skin that nice plump feeling, okay? This is something that collagen, as you get older, disappears. You lose it. And you can't just eat it. I'm telling you, that's a myth. You have to stimulate your own collagen. That's what LED red light does. It's an incredible way. 3 minutes, there's no downtime, there's no burning. It also, if you have red skin, if that's your skin type for any reason, it's also, the red light's going to help reduce the redness. Okay?
The inflammation. Yeah, people were asking about that. Rosacea.
Big time. Okay. So should I talk about the blue?
Yeah.
Okay, but look what this is. This is a Reneeism. Okay. She turns it upside down. She puts her mouth through the chin piece, and then she's getting another 3 minutes on her neck. Why not? Beautiful.
Also, the other reason I do this is, you're going to talk about blue light now, but during my time of the month, whenever I break out, it's under my chin because it's hormonal.
Right.
So that's why I do this as well, not just for the collagen for my neck, but also for the breakouts with blue light.
You're right. And you said collagen for the neck. That's the point. It doesn't matter where you're seeing aging and what, it doesn't matter what type. It's always collagen. It could be fine lines. It could be wrinkles. It's collagen. Laxity, loss of elasticity, sagging, all of those things you're lacking. Sun damage in the past, right? You always hear that's a sun you got years ago. Even if you've been good ever since, it comes back to haunt you. Definitely. Okay. So this is what LED does. It stimulates collagen, which is the root of all thinning of the skin issues. Okay, the blue light kills the bacteria that causes acne, right? Medically proven. This was the LED technology was first developed by none other than NASA, okay, for wound healing and all the great things it does for skin. Among them, the LED blue helps with acne because it kills the bacteria that gets in there, right, that causes acne. It also helps regulate your oil chemistry. And I will tell you, back to that class we had earlier today, you have to understand that, and we have more classes coming up. Check the schedule. I'm going to talk about acne. If you want to know about acne and how to treat it, you got to understand some things about ingredients and your skin type. You can hang in, just take a look. But the point is, the blue light here is going to work on that oil chemistry, which is also acne equals oil chemistry issues and bacteria. Those things, both LED light kills it. Amazing.
Okay, so a couple things that I want to talk to you about now that my time is up is I want to talk about usage, how to charge. There's a multitude of different things here. So first of all, if you guys look and you can see right here, this is a rechargeable device. Okay, yes, it's expensive. It's an investment. This is for people who are serious about seeing a real result that topical products just won't deliver, because this is getting so much deeper into the skin. Also, again, that code MC25 will save you at least $110 on the device, which is massive. So really, this is a one-time investment that you only purchase one time and then you recharge it. It is a rechargeable device. Usually this lasts about 10 days in a row. I use it for 10 days probably before I need to recharge it. And you can tell when you need to recharge because this little light up here will start blinking when it's time to recharge the device.
You can talk. Sorry. I just thought you could talk. What those photos, the recent celebrity photos, those were absolutely insane. That some of the people we're seeing use this product, just mind-boggling.
It's crazy. But it's because actually Chris Jenner and just the Kardashians and everybody, they're obsessed.
What about we saw what was his name? That comedian at nighttime.
Jimmy Fallon. Yeah.
No. Was it Jimmy Carrey? Jimmy Fallon or the other one?
Conan?
No.
It was Jimmy Fallon.
It was Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon.
But let's
Maybe
stay
not.
focused.
Okay.
There's so many celebrities using it. There's so many. It's ridiculous. But people are asking about the safety around the eyes. And
wow.
Yeah. We talked about that before. Again, with the FDA, it is definitely safe for your eyes. But I just want to get back to something else that's really important, especially with what's going on right now, and that's sanitation. I've seen in the chat that a lot of you are wondering about how to actually clean it. So the whole reason that Dr. Gross made it 3 different settings is so that it could be shared with a whole family, right? Say you have a 12-year-old son, he's starting to break out, and you don't necessarily want to put him on an oral antibiotic or something harsh for the skin. He can use the blue light setting while mom uses the 3rd one, right? But you want to...
I'm going to tell you, I had to pull the device for tonight out of Liza's room. My kids are stealing it like left and right.
Because it's amazing and it works so great for a multitude of things. But if you take it out of Liza's room, Carrie, you want to make sure that in between sharing it with your family members, you're taking alcohol either on a cotton ball or an alcohol swab and you're wiping it down before sharing it with the next person.
Right.
One other important question that I want to ask you, Dr. Gross, is I've seen some questions about if it's safe to use if you're someone that's suffering from cancer.
Yes, it is. It's that simple. It's something that is, yes, you can use it. It's natural. It's not, there's no potential allergic reaction to it. It's actually a great idea if you want to know the truth. It's safe around the eyes. People are
And it's
asking me about this.
anti-inflammatory too, right? So that'll help.
Definitely. That's also a good point. Very important point. Don't worry about the eyes, folks, right? We designed it in a certain way so that the bulbs are far enough away from your eyes that you can actually just keep your eyes open. I want you to know 2 things, please. Number 1, flush against the skin. Really put the mask on. You don't necessarily need that strap, but I want you to really have it, feel it up against your skin, okay? And don't use any other products before it, right? You wash your face. I want you not to use don't even use your alpha beta peel, please. You always go from thickest to thinnest. There's nothing thinner than something as light as air, right? That's what LED is. So it's thinner than the alpha beta peel. So that's how you layer it, okay? Wash, LED, and I got to emphasize, just use it. This is not a device, right? If you're going to get this and invest in it,
Commit.
Commit to it. You will, if you use it every day, it's just 3 minutes. When I talk about the data about building collagen, the best results were when your skin uses it every single day. You need to do that. You will start to see results in like 2 weeks, okay? Once you get to the 6-week mark of 3 minutes a day, I can tell you my patients are just absolutely amazed. And that's because the stuff builds collagen. You can't build collagen overnight, okay? You got to know that. So what you want to do is, she's making fun of this. What you want to do is use it every night, every 3 minutes. 3 minutes every night. This is Spectralite.
So this is, okay, so I want to talk about a couple. We have 2 devices. So we have the full face, right? This is the one, if you're someone who's just concerned with the eye area and you're not worried about the rest of everything else, then this is going to be your choice. Okay. So this is going to have that just red light, no blue light. So this is going to help with those deep lines and also dark circles because it builds collagen. And also it's going to help with pigmentation. People are asking about hyperpigmentation. It'll help with that as well. But this is if you want to deal with everything, including the neck. This is if you're just focused on the eye area. Also, you can do them both.
Okay, that's true. And if you have, if you really have pigmentation around the eyes, I mean, again, we went over this in the other show. I think you really have to think about using a retinol ingredient, retinol and ferulic. It's a very good question, because that is a problem. But again, I would watch the replay because dark circles around the eyes, you have to understand, it comes from thinning of the skin and also from hyperpigmentation. You could have both. Anyway, retinol is your no-brainer eye product, the brown guy.
Awesome. Okay, so we're moving on to my next step, which is my final step, and I'm going to be doing a mask. The one I'm going to do for you guys today is actually our Hyaluronic Marine Modeling Mask. And this one, you kind of have to be your own Dennis Gross at home, doctor scientist, because you're going to mix it up yourself. Yeah. So I'm going to show you step 1. Let's see here.
Pray tell, what is that?
It's my favorite. I love the color of it. I think my mom is actually in this class, and I'm gonna probably embarrass her and call her
color. Just show the color. Woo! And understand this is your active hyaluronic acid. Okay. Yeah. Here's the beauty of this so far. You gotta mix it fresh. Okay. I don't like masks that you just go like and plop it on. This is a mask that you formulated home in 2 easy steps, but by putting you to work there, and she's just going to stir and mix it. Just stir and mix it till it's really one color. The second step is the Norwegian Arctic algae. I'll talk to you about that in a second, but remember, you got to keep out your algae clear and nice and packeted by itself, and the hyaluronic acid.
So I want to talk a little bit about application now so that you guys know when you mix this up, it can be a little messy, but that's okay. You don't need to worry about putting it on perfectly. The reason why dentists wanted it to be this way is so that you could get it into every possible pore. Like sheet masks, the problem with them is everybody has different face shapes and they don't necessarily fit the same or on everyone's area where they want to target. So it's okay for this to be messy. You just want to put on a nice thick layer all over your face. So it's almost like icing a cake, really. And the great thing is, if any of it drops on your clothes or anything like that, it solidifies and you can just peel it right off. But it also has this amazing cooling sensation. And it really just takes out the heat from your skin. It feels so good. It's so relaxing. I love this. It's also great to do before, like anytime before an event, like if you have a wedding or you're going on a date or anything like that. The great thing about this product too is that it just instantly plumps the skin. Can you talk a little bit about the reason why hyaluronic acid is so important in this, and also a little bit about the algae?
Okay, so first of all, concentrated hyaluronic acid. That is that stuff that you saw, that thick stuff, okay, is hyaluronic acid concentrate. I put hyaluronic acid in my products, right? But you can never get that kind of concentrate. It would just be, let's say, inelegant, right? So this is a super concentrated, loading your skin up, pushing in the hyaluronic acid, because when you have something under a mask, it is a dermatologic principle that an ingredient under a mask has better entrance into the skin. It's delivered better, okay? So hyaluronic acid concentrate in a mask is a positive two-step double positive punch to the skin. And the hyaluronic acid is brilliant because it holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water. Internal hydration, it holds your water. That is why and how it plumps your skin. That's an incredible thing. The reason it does that is because hyaluronic acid is really the sister to collagen. If you look in the skin, and you know how much we talk about collagen, the holy grail, sister hyaluronic acid is right there in the mix. Literally, the fibers in between the collagen fibers, they're interlaced like a wicker basket, okay? Hyaluronic acid holds the water, plumps the skin, collagen gives it firming and structure. How brilliant, okay? That's the skin for you though, okay? This is a way to get incredible delivery of an ingredient that's going to plump and hydrate your skin from within. Plus, it works as what's called a humectant, that it gets on the skin and it draws water in the atmosphere, known as water vapor, into your skin. And that's another way to stay beautifully hydrated and plump all day. It doesn't take a lot for that to happen. Hey, that's not going to happen if you live on the, in the Colorado Rockies, though, when there's no atmospheric water. But aside from that environment, folks, every place has great water vapor concentration, especially now. This is a great product for people who want to do something. In my practice, highly popular. Masks we do after facials all day long. And also, it's great to do in combination with LED. It's great to do after your peel. And you layer after this, right? You don't do the peel again. You want to. Some people like it better to do that first. I think you have to really just always keep it simple. Let the hyaluronic acid have no blockage in its pathway. No acids and no hyaluronic acid ingredients in second step, or no retinol, none of that stuff. Hyaluronic acid, open the gates, concentrate, let it in. The algae, okay?
Norwegian algae, yeah.
Norwegian algae is another super hydrator. It's unique in that, first of all, it's a cold water algae, okay? And that's why you get some of the soothing, cooling effects on the skin. I like that and chose it and made it that way. A lot of people have reddish skin, right? Their skin is on the red side. It's very sensitive. With this ingredient plus that cooling sensation, because of that Norwegian Arctic algae, it has this effect of giving the skin a cooling sensation. So when you remove it, you will see your skin is so calmed down. The redness is better. And this algae also works in partnership with hyaluronic acid to hydrate the skin. So cool algae, hydrate the skin, the perfect match for hyaluronic acid and a mask.
The other questions, yes, we do have another mask that's our clarifying mask that has colloidal sulfur in it, which Dr. Gross will speak a little bit about right now. The reason I chose this one is because my skin is really dehydrated right now and I want some plumping. But if you do have breakouts and you are concerned with pores, that is going to be your go-to. Can you talk a little bit about the sulfur?
About
the clarifying mask with the sulfur?
Look, let me just tell you about sulfur, okay? Sulfur is an ingredient that draws out the debris from your pores, okay? If you remember in high school chemistry or biology, the word osmosis, right? That's how it works, okay? And that's literally science taken into a cream, right? And so sulfur is going to help decongest your pores, helps with complexion problems, is going to help get rid of a lot of the extra sebum that builds up in people, particularly if they have oily skin. It's a great product. So it's a complexion clarifying product. That's how I refer to it. And like masks in general, this one you can use once or twice a week. The same thing with this one. You don't want to use that every day. It's part of the professional treatment we're talking about today, okay, that you can do at home. The sulfur, great mask for people who need an additional add-on because they have breakouts, because they have blackheads, because they see whiteheads, and sometimes even before your period, for example, hormonal changes. We know that it's predictable, but we also know that the pimple you get today started 2 weeks ago. So it's the kind of mask you might want to use like every week so that nothing starts to collect, which is going to show up just on time before your period. Okay, so you got to understand everything here is calibrated and scientifically thought out for you. That's an example. I went into more details than I thought I would, but I love that product too.
Okay, so I think I've got another. I'm starting to. I think I'm good. I'm like, am I cooked? Am I done? Woo!
One step. That's the real. You got a gold medal.
I got a little leftover. Okay.
Beautiful.
So
radiance, plump, gorgeous. Get closer. Show us a little more skin.
Show us more skin.
Don't take that out of context.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous. That's what I love about this product. And it is just, it's visible. You look great.
Yep.
She is, you can't make this up. There it is.
Great
Beautiful.
skin.
Great color to the skin. Look at that. It's just so healthy looking, and it's all about soothing, hydration.
And my skin feels great right now.
Using hyaluronic acid concentrate under a mask.
Now we've gone through a couple things. We've gone through things that you can really increase, the anti-aging, right? Because that's what this class is focused on, the Holy Grail. So we've talked about the steaming device, the LED, the Ferulic and Retinol peel, masking, okay? All these things that are really essential to upping your game if you're serious about seeing results. But we're going to open it up for Q&A with all of you and Dr. Gross.
Oh, okay, great.
So
questions.
I'm going to give you some questions that I'm seeing.
Okay.
Okay, so this Carrie brought up again. Can you just reiterate about, tell us about the risks to the eyes regarding our FDA approved mask? Just explain that a little bit about how LED will not harm the eye.
Okay, eye safety. Okay, really important. I understand why you're concerned. So first of all, look, number one, the FDA would have told us if they wanted you to use goggles, okay? That's the conversation we had. That's why, look, you can say what you want, but the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, I have high admiration for those doctors there. And they're talking about their science. They want to protect the consumer. So we had full conversation before we got clearance, right? And so it is something that you don't need goggles. Put it close to your face, and the bulbs are far enough away. You should be able to look out and see what's around you normally. If you see light and you see red and you see blue, closer to your eye, onto your skin like that, okay? But the eye thing, we covered you. Okay. It's farther away. It's really all around the perimeter. You'll see. Look where the bulbs are placed. That's purposeful.
Okay.
And the LED light itself, as long as it doesn't get into your eye, right, you don't have to worry about it, right? There were some concerns because there were some products that were out to here, right? They were like 2.5 inches off the skin surface. So of course it was getting into the people, those consumers' eyes. That was not a great design, right? So we know better than that. This is flush against your skin. The bulbs are all around, not into the eye. None of the light goes.
Okay. Next question. Can you steam if you have rosacea?
Can you steam if you have rosacea? You know what? Of course you can. Is it going to help? Yeah, perfect. Hydration with steam, opening up your pores, getting rid of a lot of the buildup. And rosacea, let me tell you, rosacea is a super complicated disorder. Rosacea is actually 5 things. I'm not going to get into it, but in my book, there's everything from redness to like acne-looking type skin, and then there's broken blood vessels. You can definitely steam with the steamer because the temperature is regulated, the pressure is regulated. Okay, the force in which it comes to you, we thought it out. Okay, it's really good for the physiology of the skin. Of course, after you do your facial, you're going to steam. You're going to see more redness, temporary. You come out of the hot shower, rosacea, you look redder. Have an active workout, you look redder. Come in from the cold, on and on. Right, same thing. Okay, so you're going to be redder, but it's going to go away.
Perfect. Is it possible to over peel?
Yes, it is. Yeah. It is 100%. 100%. But if you peel optimally, you have maximized probably one of the strongest, most effective ways to help your skin if you want younger looking skin and more clear looking skin, even toned and radiance. All of those things from a single peel. From the word peeling, it's a treatment, right? It's 2 steps. Retinol is 1. We talked about that. But what you're doing is you're rejuvenating the skin in such a multitasking way that peels are essential to everybody who's watching the show if you're interested in having better looking skin. Over peeling is the same thing as saying throwing your skin off balance, right? You have my word and my expertise, and now people are seeing and they know these peels done, use as directed, right? And we lay it out so easily for you. Alpha beta peel every day, 3 different strengths, the ultra gentle, sensitive skin, right? Not really a peel user. Extra strength, you have really heavy duty, oily skin, you have breakouts, go with that. Everyone else just use a universal, okay? Been around for years. So peeling, the way we talk about, will not throw your skin off balance. You won't over peel.
Okay, so two questions with that, right? The first one I'm going to answer, it's about the virtual consultations. The one-on-one consultations, if you guys want those, you can schedule them. They are free. There is no cost to those. So if you want, a more in-depth recommendation for what we're seeing on your skin, where it's with myself or his other estheticians. But number 2, back to the peels, is can you explain a little bit about the difference on why you don't use physical exfoliants and why you don't believe in using things like scrubs,
right,
and whatnot?
Okay, look, the answer is it's not rocket science. Okay, I'll tell you why. If you look at the way the skin looks after it's been treated with a scrub, it's like a particle that scratches the skin surface, right? It's the means by which you are doing that deep clean. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of spots you miss, and the spots you get are have a little bit of a trace of the road taken by that granule. It's something that neither uniformly gets rid of the skin because the granules can't get everywhere. There's a lot of skip areas. It's also easy to overuse and is something that you can absolutely find, and I do, that your skin really gets thrown off balance. I like ingredients that remove the skin's top layer by detachment, in a gradual way, and is uniform, right? That does it so that everything comes off even. Your skin just stays in balance. That's my opinion, and we get great results with that philosophy.
Okay, so someone on the chat wants to know, if you're 70 years old, can you still see results, and how will your skin respond to this?
Okay. You want to tell them? You talk. You tell them.
Okay, well, Mom, I know you're on here, so sorry.
Is that your mom?
No,
oh, she wants to hear it from me.
but she is.
Tell them when they should start.
But she is that age, so
Okay.
Sorry for calling you out, Mom.
Okay.
But I can tell you firsthand that since she's religiously been using Dr. Gross's products for 6 years now, her skin has dramatically changed. So from what I have seen firsthand, absolutely. But Dr. Gross, you as the expert, talk a little bit about why no matter what age you are, they're going to see.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because human skin is human skin. It doesn't matter what age. The biology of the things that are going to make a difference in the way your skin looks is human, right? These are ingredients and technologies and delivery systems that work on the biology of your skin to get the desired effect. And so what you're going to see, even if you're in your 70s, is you're going to see a radical, dramatic improvement in your skin in every single way you wish to pursue it. Because your melanin, your excess pigment in your sunspots, is the same as it is in a 30-year-old. Okay, it's the same as it is in the melasma of a pregnant woman. So the same ingredients, same technology will work on you. Collagen, it still works for you. It doesn't matter if you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. It does not matter. If you can find a way to build your own collagen like you do with LED, or if you use vitamin C, which is a phenomenal ingredient that helps stimulate your skin's own natural collagen production, that's an incredible thing. It's going to happen to you. Now, that's why, in a way, it's not even. And also, the other question is it ever too early to start with peeling? Like, so I hear that all the time, right? Renee, don't you hear that?
I hear it all the time, and it's crazy because it's what the peels have done for people who are first starting to see breakouts, even as young as 11 years old. And Dennis, you know this, like when you're that age, your self-esteem is already like when you break out and you're a teenager, it's like the worst thing that ever happened. That's how you feel because it's self-esteem is just such a hard thing. So what your peels have done for teens is really remarkable because it's not only about fixing the skin, it's literally fixing the way they feel about themselves.
Okay, and maybe TMI here, too much information, but I tell you, even in your 20s, you start to see breakdown of collagen. In your 30s, you definitely do. But I recommend peeling even in your 20s if you're looking to like get ahead of the aging curve, okay? Because I've seen an experiment done where they paid somebody to take a little piece of her skin and put it under the microscope and analyze the collagen. And in her skin, she was in her 20s, you already saw under the microscope collagen was breaking down, even though she had no sign of a wrinkle forming. So the collagen's breaking down before you see the wrinkle, but then the wrinkle's coming. So no reason to not do things that will prevent that from happening. You're learning.
And one thing I want to point out too, just so you guys know, when I met Dr. Gross 6 years ago, I actually had asked him to inject me. I was looking to get Botox. He told me no, which I was upset about. But I'm still now in my mid 30s and he's never injected me, and I've just used his topical products religiously about what he tells me to use and LED. And I feel like my skin looks younger and healthier than it ever did in my 20s. And I really do put that towards peeling and using LED. Like it really is life changing what these, again, this is a medical device. This is an actual medical device that is now available for you to use in your home, which is just insane. I mean, his devices have won the Beauty of the Breakthrough of the Year award for anti-aging. I don't know if you know that, but I mean, it's insane that you're like people all over the world. I get pictures every day, Dennis, of people that have tried. I make them do a test. I make them take a before picture, commit to a regimen for 2 weeks, send me an after. I've got over 600 images from people all over the world, from when we've gone to London together, when we've gone to LA together. It's insane.
She attracts people. They love her. Get to know Renee if you don't know her. She is a resource and she is the real deal. She speaks from her heart. She knows her skin, and her skin is proof. Okay. So we love having you, Renee.
My skin is proof of Dennis, but I'll take the credit.
You carry that. She carries a cell phone picture the way she said before I started using. This is how I look.
I have my before picture.
She looks younger now than that. How old is that picture?
Almost 7 years.
Right. It really does. She looks younger. I'm not injecting that lady.
Nope, absolutely not. Okay, next question. If you've had IPL laser in a dermatology office, how can you use the LED mask immediately after, or do you have to wait a certain period of time after having IPL before using LED?
Well, look, here's the deal. To be honest, IPL works on brown discolorations and redness in the office, and there's a little bit of a downtime with the brown, okay? And if you're going there for IPL for redness, you can make a little bit more red for a day or two. It depends on how aggressive your setup is. So when patients come to me for this service, we do a lot of it. My advice is just let your skin calm down. If your skin's really red, wait. I mean, I understand you're anxious to get to it, but you can go the next day, definitely. If your skin has any kind of aftermath from a procedure you had done, I definitely wouldn't do it fresh off the laser for the brown. So I would say wait till your skin calms down and some of the brown starts to fall off, okay? And then you can do it. It's safe as can be.
Okay. So another question was, oh, this is important. Is it safe to use the peels across your eyelids?
Your eyelids?
Yeah.
Right. No.
Eyelid. You can. Yeah. So go ahead. You talk about why you don't want to use it on your eyelid. But
I'll tell you. Well, first of all, we did all the safety testing, right? We didn't do the testing on the upper lid because, frankly, I didn't think it was an idea that was a good one. Okay. I don't want anything like this near your eyes. You can go up to around the bone here. Mm-hmm. That's the rule. If you read the instructions, we talk about that. Crow's feet out through here.
And here.
Exactly. But really to put an acid over your eye, the problem is it can get into your eyelashes. And then if you should neutralize it, nuts. No. But the good news is there's a product that I will tell you can use on your upper lids, right? I know one of our most popular products in the brown bottle. It's a serum, Ferulic and Retinol serum that you can put on your upper lids. And the delivery system and the ingredients, can you imagine retinol made gentle enough for the eye and how brilliant? Here's the ingredient I call the master of skin imperfection. Firming your upper lid with a gel like that before you put on your makeup so your lids don't have that crepey texture all day long. This we can't keep off the shelf for that reason. It's an incredible anti-aging upper lid and all around. If you want something for the middle, we have the Retinol Ferulic Eye Cream, because she's the one who says, do an eye facial. I love that phrase you use. She loves the eye facial idea. You should have a show just on eye facials. You should. Eye facial party, eye facial show, So anyway.
I'm thinking about hosting a Wind Down Wednesday.
Wind down. Okay, so that's what I have to say. So yeah, no peels around the eyes, but Retinol Ferulic Eye Serum, the brown guy, again.
The one thing I want to add about the eye serum, not that Dr. Gross cares about this, but my makeup afterwards, because it firms and lifts this upper lid skin instantly, it is like the best primer before you put on any eyeshadow, because it keeps your eyeshadow from going into the creases throughout the day and looking like cakey and gross. So it's amazing. Okay, another question that I wanted to ask. Will the LED face mask, if you have facial hair, will it work still through the facial?
Yeah, I mean, here, look, I'd rather you shave because, like I said, if a product is going to block the penetration of the LED light, certainly your hair will. So my recommendation is to shave. Having a beard isn't optimal. And then again, it's not going to hurt you if that's what your concern is. Okay.
Next one is about the Clarisonic, or a physical. I don't want to call out a one thing. I want to talk about a physical facial cleansing brush.
Right.
what? So some
The
people,
spinning guys.
yeah.
Okay, what about them?
Can you do you think that do you recommend them? Why?
Yeah. You know, honestly, it's mechanical, right? It's not like it's similar to a scrub. And I want to tell you, this is what I have. You're in my exam room now because this is the conversation I have all the time. Here's the deal. The truth is that cleansing, there's only so much that you're looking to accomplish, right? You want to deep clean, you want to work on your pores, you want to get off your makeup, and you want to not overstrip your skin, right? It has the ability to do that, and that's the number one thing. So I like the cleansers we have for that reason. But
Okay.
I don't like the spinning brushes. I don't like granules because it throws your
You
skin.
just don't want to strip the moisture barrier, basically.
You don't want to overstrip the skin, and you don't want to throw your skin off balance, because what happens is if your skin becomes too sensitive to use an incredible ingredient that otherwise your skin can tolerate, you've just changed. You just traded up going with over cleansing for using an incredible anti-aging product, right? That trade-off is not worth it. You got to keep your skin in balance every step of the way. I find that the spinning brushes, the scrubs, all those guys, at some point, it's going to throw your skin off balance, and you don't need it. You don't need to go that crazy with cleansing, right? You want to get a steamer, that's a great idea because it does more than one thing. But the cleansers we have, and I'm not just touting our cleansers here, cleansers in general are better than mechanical anything.
Well, the one thing that I love to say too about the cleansers that you formulated, Dr. Gross, is because people always are like, Renee, how do you feel about the double cleanse, the tri cleanse, the oil cleanse?
Yeah.
I always say it's crazy to do 20 steps to just cleanse your face. His cleansers, all of our cleansers have a pH balancer in them. The toners are in them. The cleanser should be able to remove all your makeup, all the dirt, oil, and balance your pH. And in one step, you shouldn't have to do 20 billion things to clean your face. So I think that's the other thing.
With our cleansers, all you got to do is make a decision. Do you want a creamy cleanser or do you want a foam cleanser? Okay, either one, you know, the white bottle or the pump bottle, you just make that decision. Alpha and beta hydroxy acids, witch hazel, and the others as a toner. You don't use a toner with either product. Toners can throw your skin off balance too. They're redundant. You don't want to throw your skin off balance and not be able to do your great products that will make your skin look younger and more clear just because you got thrown off balance from a cleanser.
Okay. And then one other thing that I want to mention is that, yes, I read this question, if you use NuFace, you can absolutely use LED with NuFace. It's a completely different type of technology, so that's fine. If you're someone who loves devices and you're already, you can completely use.
Quick question. Important question asked. Does LED stimulate hair growth?
Oh my goodness. Does LED stimulate hair growth? Can't make that claim. We work within government regulations. We don't have any authority to say that whatsoever. I'm not going to say it works. Am I going to say it hurts? I can't say. I'm not going to say we tested it. But
can we work on it and get back to them? Like,
I'll work on it.
So as a scalp treatment because if it builds collagen, I mean, just talk about it for a minute.
Talk about it for a minute. Okay. So let me just tell you one thing. Welcome to my world here, folks. All right?
I said, this is the wife boss in the background.
Right. Exactly.
No, this is coming from a VIP.
Okay. VIP lady. I got to tell you, we're talking science. We're talking legitimacy. This is the standard of the brand. And you know what? Look, stay away.
You can talk about what stimulates hair growth. Look at your hair.
Look, well, I'm not going to talk about my hair. I haven't washed it, and it's just. I mean, I'm inside. I'm in a quarantine. You know, come on, guys. It's like, this is the highlight of my day. Okay. So, and my sake after this, a little bit before. But anyway, let's talk skin. I want to talk. We have such a limited time together. You know, watch that replay.
No, it's actually our room's gonna expire in like 1 minute. So let me just say a couple things. We are so glad that you guys
I am.
tuned in. We've been having an absolute blast with you. We will be able to, I know some of you had some difficulty clicking on watching the earlier program in the email that was sent out. We will resend it, make sure that you can still get the link. Again, that code for 25% off everything on our site is MC25. MC25. And if you want a virtual one-on-one consultation, the link is in our bio to schedule one with myself or our other estheticians. We thank you so much. We've had an absolute blast.
I did.
Cheers to my favorite person. Cheers to genius. And can't wait for our classes tomorrow on acne and de-stressing facials.
Cheers. Happy weekend.
Call you soon.
Great job.
Bye.